All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So BLCS is when the unique CTRL of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that our ad reaches, we actually have a non-zero chance of them buying from us. So we actually got to get this number as high as possible, but 6% is the minimum. Below 6%, we got a real problem, and we got so much more we can get out of it. That's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. Extremely common, seems like everyone's got it, and everyone believes it's normal, but it's not. It's the symptom of a deeper root cause. The deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, which we'll see more about at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser. So our universe is taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Treatment takes about a week. We know this because we invented this. We've done it a bunch already. And pretty simple, we duplicate the original ad, leave that one, running or off, whatever, and we treat the duplicated ad. Once the duplicated ad is treated, after about a week, then we keep whichever one rolling, which has the highest metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad has the highest metrics after. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we move from having the 3 pre-click mistakes to now we have pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads, aka, our unique CTR all is above 6%. Finally. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And then we got treatment, solution. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment. We become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So that's our universe. Now my residency, went out and found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, and its unique CTRL was 4.3%. So we can see that since unique CTRL is under 6%, BLCS is present, aka yes, Boudoir low click syndrome. But now we got the solution for that. BLCS treated with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week, so we did that. We did the treatment, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So they're spending 10 grand a month on that original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $6,300 a month on the Boudoir Pico trade ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So it's a difference of $3,700 a month that they can simply pocket. They don't have to spend it. Is 100% that was being wasted before. It's like pocket that $3,700 a month, like phantom profit, bonus profit, and not actually, well, after 12 months, they're it's like a 40K bonus for no extra effort, no servicing more clients, nothing, just simply by being more efficient. Next, part of my residency, second part, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it in to the, brought it into the hospital and found that the unique CTRL 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we know we can solve this that way. We got the solution. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on that Boudoir Facebook ad, then they, now they can they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and they'll get their ad into the same number of women's brains. So 8,400 that was being wasted, now they pocket it. They don't need to spend it anymore. 100% of it was being wasted on the original. So it's kind of like $8,400 a month phantom bonus um, that they're acquiring. And as a result, more and more, at the end of 12 months, that's something like 100K phantom bonus back in their bank. And essentially, without doing really any extra work. Finally, I had a patient come through. So his unique CTRL 5.03%. So okay, unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, well, we've got the treatment. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. Found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if you're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he now only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on that Boudoir Pico treated ad to get that ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, 6,700 bucks a month, he no longer has to spend. He keeps it in his pocket. $6,700 like phantom bonus basically every single month. And as a result, after 12 months, it's like an 80K bonus, and not having to do any extra work, nothing. So overall, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. Take the average of those numbers, it's probably somewhere between, 50 to 60%. So, and if they're spending more than 10K a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, then, approximately 5K a month of wasted ad spend can be eliminated, and they can actually, keep that in their pocket. And that's kind of like 60K over the next year, approximately. So the average Boudoir, so approximately half their ads. So now we're going to check this out. See what we got going here. Going to diagnose to see if we believe it has BLCS, yes or no. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe and trusting what Facebook tells us to fill out when we fill out our ads is what we should fill out. The consequence of this, though, is when we do this, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And as a result, more women scrolling by our ad per unit time. Facebook actually makes more money because they can serve more ads per unit time, but we actually spend and waste more money per unit time. Next, looking at the creative, the photo here. All right, we got the, looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads, because that's how we've seen Facebook ads. They basically all look like ads. And other Boudoir Facebook ads, they basically all look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? But that's why every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So when we make this mistake, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulls unique CTRL under 6%, and contributes to Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS. And finally, we're going to look at this See More headline, the first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So, tattooed beauties. So, I think that's your chance. All right. So, we do got some good context here. But the false belief, or the mistake we're making, we're doing the lack of context mistake. We're not. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe we provided enough context to get the right women to click in and more of them, and more of the wrong women to scroll on by, and helping the meta ad algorithm optimize. But in fact, we did not provide enough context here. So the consequence of this is way more women that scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, this pulls down unique CTRL, and it actually increases the likelihood that we have BLCS and increase the likelihood our unique CTRL is under 6%. So if you're looking at this diagnosis is yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and has a unique CTRL under 6%. So approximately half its ad spend is being wasted. So I believe approximately half its ad spend is being wasted every single month. All right, so if you're a BLCA with BLCS, if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, and you want to eliminate and save approximately 50% of that ad spend back in your pockets of approximately 5K a month or 60K over the next 12 months, and you want to pull that profit out of the inefficient Facebook ad spend because you've already pulled it out for some other parts of the business. So pull that profit out because you realize it's time to pull profit out of the business now because more women, more boudoir photographers popping up on Google My Business profile, saturating the market, driving prices down for everyone, but inflation's still hitting everyone hard. So you still want to be on your way to be number one boudoir photographer in your city, but you want to pull out some profit now, optimize the business now. Then shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM when if you want to achieve all these things. But it has to be when I'm open for new patient intake. So I'm not open for new patient intake right now. My DMs are closed. And no, if you find a way to contact me right now, no, I will not work with you right now. So contact me when my new patient intake opens. Follow the videos to figure out whenever that is, and then we will see if you qualify.